What's up, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of At Your Own Risk. Today is October 23rd, Tuesday. So today Apple had their event not too long ago. They just finished it up. So I'm going to basically give you a full-on rundown of the specs of all the products that they released today. So when the rundown does come on Thursday, I'm just going to kind of give you just my general thoughts on the products that they released. Just an overview of all the new products. But this video is going to go into detail about all of the new products as far as specs go. But this is obviously some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay of my own. Sorry about the controls at the bottom. They'll go away in a second here. I just was not, I didn't notice that it was up for this long before I got it out the way. But anyway, this is Demolition on Lockdown. But moving along, so I'm going to start off with the MacBook Pro. Apple today released a 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro. It's got a 2.5 gigahertz dual-core i5 processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabyte hard drive flash storage. It only weighs 3.5 pounds, roughly. It's 3.57 pounds, and it starts at $16.99, and it's available today. And then as far as the resolution goes, it's 2560 by 1600, and that's 227 pixels per inch, and that's the Retina display. And then as far as the graphics go, this model, the 13-inch model, is only Intel HD 4000 graphics card, so not great at all, but I mean, it's something. But anyway, again, like I said, that's $16.99, the starting price, and that's available today. So the Mac Mini was next up. Apple really spent little to no time on this. They moved right through it. But it has no optical drive now. I'm not sure if that's new. I'm not sure if the past generation Mac Mini had an optical drive or not. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. But that also has a 2.5 gigahertz dual-core i5 processor that is upgradable. The next model up, you can get a quad-core, I believe. But this has multiple models, so that if you want better specs, that's available. But for all the Macs I'm going to tell you guys about, or pretty much all the different products I'm telling you guys about, these are all the base models that are available. So yeah, 500 gigabyte hard drive, which I believe is an actual hard drive. It's not flash storage or an SSD. It is an actual hard drive. That's 5400 RPM. And also same exact graphics card as the Retina MacBook Pro, the 13-inch one, which is the Intel 4000. And this only weighs 2.7 pounds, and it's $600, and that's also available today, so that is great. Moving on to the iMac, which probably saw the biggest update as far as the Macs went today. The iMac got the best update. iMac is now, I believe what they said, 5 millimeters thin, which is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if that's exact or if they were exaggerating or talking about something else, but I just know that the number 5 millimeters is thrown around, and it looks like it is 5 millimeters. If not, it's probably only like a couple centimeters or something just ridiculous. But I believe, like I said for the 50th time, it's 5 millimeters thin. It's just, I mean, it looks like it's kind of the Sharp TV that's out right now, like their LED TV, which is just razor thin. I mean, it looks identical to that from the side. So but yeah, anyway, no optical drive on it. Being this thin, I don't think it's even physically possible to have an optical drive on that. But this is the 21.5-inch model I'm going to be talking about. LED display resolution is 1920 by 1080. Not Retina. I know there was some rumors going around saying there might be a Retina iMac, but I don't really know who took stock in that because it's just too early for that and way too expensive right now. But anyway, 2.7 gigahertz quad-core i5 processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, NVIDIA GeForce GT 6040 or 640 graphics card. Stereo surround sound is what Apple is calling it. They're just basically saying that they've improved their speakers on the iMac greatly. We'll have to see what sound quality is actually like on these new iMacs, but who knows. 12.5 pounds, which is 8 pounds thinner than the previous iMac, which is insane. Like I said before, only 5 millimeters thin, which is also insane. But yeah, and then the 27-inch iMac, I'm not going to go into the specs on that one. Again, I'm only going to do the base models, but 21.5 one is it's going to be available next month. Sorry, they didn't give an exact date. They just said next month. And then the 27-inch model is going to be available in December. So if you're looking into an iMac, you can definitely get a really nice upgrade. And the pricing, I believe, is the same exact pricing as the current iMacs, which I think is $11.99. It's the starting price for the 21.5-inch iMac. If it's not $11.99, I think it's $12.99, around there. But yeah, now moving on to the iPads. They introduced a new iPad, which is called the 4th generation iPad, which is basically an upgrade to the current one. They kind of screwed a lot of people if you bought the current iPad back in March or anytime recently, which is pretty much, I mean, everybody really bought an iPad recently if you got a new one. They kind of screwed all those people by introducing this new one so soon, but it's a dual-core A6 processor. It's basically the same exact iPad that they released back in March, just with some updates to it. So, dual-core A6 processor, FaceTime HD camera. I'm not sure if that's an upgrade or not. The new Lightning dock connector on it, so bye-bye to the 30-pin on the iPad. Same storage, same design, and same price. But you can pre-order it this Friday, the 26th, and the price, like I said before, is the same, and it ships on November 2nd. I don't know why I mentioned the price like the second time, but pre-order this Friday, and then November 2nd is the ship date. Sorry. And then moving on to the iPad mini, which is the absolute brand new product that Apple released for the first time. Rumors were right. All the mock-up images were almost spot on as far as like the generated stuff. I know the gameplay is wrapping up, and you can see me in the background there going ham. But anyway, yeah, so the iPad mini 7.9-inch display. The resolution is the same exact resolution as the iPad 2. So that's 1024 by 768. And then 163 ppi. So that's, I mean, I guess it's pretty good when you consider the fact that they're basically taking the iPad 2's display and just concentrating it, which is what Apple is calling this new iPad, the concentrated iPad, not a smaller one. It has a dual-core A5 processor, a 720p HD FaceTime camera, which is the front-facing camera, and then they're calling the back camera the iSight camera, which is going to be 5 megapixels. And that's going to offer 1080p video recording. Interesting. And there's also an LTE version that's going to be available, which wasn't expected from the rumors, but is going to be available. So that's going to be 4G on Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint for, I believe, $130 more for each model or around there. I don't know the exact pricing, to be quite honest. But the pricing for the Wi-Fi model, the base model is 16 gigabytes, and that's $329. So that's kind of within that price range people were rumoring, or the rumors are going around, which was $200 to $350. So that's within there, and that's for the Wi-Fi model. And the pre-ordering and shipping dates is the same as the iPad, the full-size iPad. But as far as the design goes, it's kind of almost exactly like the iPhone 5 design. The front of the iPad minis are pretty much the same as the current iPad, black or white, except the back is like the iPhone 5 back, except it's not two-tone, it's just the one tone that's in the center of the iPhone 5. So if you got a black model, the front is going to be black and the back is going to be that slate black. And then if you got a white one, the front's going to be white and the back is going to be all silver. So it won't be two tones on the back, it's just going to be that separate slate or silver, depending on which model you get. But that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you followed us on Twitter during the event. If not, you can always still follow us now at iJuice360. That's in the description, as well as my Twitter and my Google Plus link. And I'll also include my link to my personal channel. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks if you followed us on Twitter during the event. I'll see you guys next time, and like always, peace.